Well, hello. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. It is April 8th, April 9th. Oh gosh, now I don't know. 9th, April 9th. And yeah, I've been up for about 3 hours so far this morning. Got the cats done, got me done, got breakfast done, got some stuff on the computer done. Got a load of pet laundry, doing my laundry right now so I can soak the linens. So yesterday, I showed my linens project. I had 5 big cloth bags full of linens. And so what I have done, let me sound here. All right. So what I have now are paper bags. Makes it a little easier. Then I can use the linen bags for the next time I go to an estate sale. So I have got 3 of these bags. Everything is folded in plastic bags to keep it nice in good condition until I bring it to a sale. And so there is that. I have got probably another 2 bags worth. Probably another 2 bags worth for laundry. So I am going to get that on to soak today. So it has a chance to get into some OxyClean, get a little soaking done, and then we'll see which ones. Sometimes just sitting around things, especially white things, just get a little dingy yellow and they just need a little brightening up. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I'm going to get that done. I might take you over to the washer. My clothes are just about done in the washer. I think the pets are just about done in the dryer. So when I get that stuff to go in, I'll probably pop on again and we'll go through that. Otherwise, today I'm going to get my notes from the last couple of sales organized, and I'm going to get that on my list. I am going to be spending the majority of the day, probably from noon. That's kind of my goal, from noon on, upstairs packing, invoicing. So I will take you along for that process also as I transition from kind of my old process into my new process. And that I'm hoping to start on Monday after my 2 Monday sales. So fingers crossed, we'll see how that goes. And then next week, I'll kind of be working old system into new system, and hopefully they'll meet up at the end of the week. That's my goal. So I will be checking in with you when I'm ready for my next project. All right, so it is just about noon. I am in my utility pantry, kind of everything catch-all room. I'm at my washing machine. I'm going to be tilting the camera down. I've got my basket right here full of the linens that I am going to be putting in to soak. I've got some OxyClean right there in the washer. Ooh, let's see if I can get this back up here. There we go. It's very, very strategically located here. So I'm going to show the linens kind of as they're going in. If I notice anything in particular why I'm putting it in, I'll point it out. Otherwise, it's just kind of yellow dinginess. Let's see. Oh, I didn't want to do. I've got some sheets in here. I didn't want to do the sheets just yet, so I'm going to move those out of the way. But here I've got napkins. Yeah, in this lighting, it's not going to look like anything, but they were used. There's just a little bit of staining on them. So again, gonna soak them for a little bit here. So I'm gonna open them up. Now, my washing machine does not have a lot of water, not all the water in it like I'm going to have in it. I have had the, I use the Oxy, kind of those crystals. So I've been giving them a chance to dissolve. This is a really nice napkin and tablecloth set. But here is the tablecloth. You might be able to see, yeah, a little bit there. So that is what I'm going to be doing. let's see there. What else have I got? Oh, there's a couple bigger ones. Oh, let's see. These are some napkins. They'll be good. I was just going to put these in and do them at a later time, all this big group of napkins, and I thought, no, I'm going to go ahead and do them now. So let me tilt this down a little bit. There. And then you can, as I'm getting them kind of in to go into the washer, you can kind of see, and then you can see these ones are big. This is like really big. Bigger than the standard dinner size. And if you hear the noise kind of in the background, that's my dryer. It is finishing up my load, but these are going to be soaking all day, probably even overnight. I'll let them soak. And what I do is I don't have a fancy washing machine. It's an older one, but it does have a soak mode. There is a little agitation that happens in it. And so what I do is periodically throughout the day is I come in, I put it on the soak mode. It does about 4 minutes or so of little swishing stuff around. And let's see, I'm going to add a little more water in there. I've got pillowcases, so we'll get those soaking. Those are really pretty pillowcases, but again, they've just been sitting for a little bit. And when pillowcases have kind of been sitting in a cabinet, ooh, this one seems a little longer. They just need a little freshening. And so that's what I'm doing here is a little like table runner. Got a nice lace trim. And this one, oh, this is another pillowcase. Let's get a little more water. That one says Mr. There it is. And, oh, now there was one that says Mrs. I'll have to see if I grabbed it. I think so. Some more pillowcases. There it is. There is the missus. Okay. See how much room I have in here. Okay. Still doing good. And another little lace table runner. This one, I don't know. This one's got some kind of brown staining on it. I don't know if those are going to come out or not, but I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see. Oh, that one's got, okay, that one's got holes in it, but I'll still try to get the stains out, but those are definitely going to go in the scrap pile. Maybe somebody can use them for crafting. This is a really pretty one, but it's got it's got a few marks on it. A little bit down here, a little bit up here, so we'll let that soak. I found with Oxy that it really doesn't affect the yarn that's used for embroidery. So let me get the matching one in here so they can be done at about the same time. And I think that, well, maybe I'll throw this one in. So I've got this really cute crochet apron. I'm gonna undo the little, it's got these really cute little buttons right here for the closure. But it's got a little stain, let's see, a little stain right here. And there was another one. Okay, so that is full. It's doing its little swishing around. And so that'll go for about 4 minutes or so. And then I'll check on it again periodically and I'll get it swishing again. But yeah, that aside from packing and invoicing, those are the main projects for today. So so we'll check back in on this a little later, and I will probably see you upstairs as I get ready to invoice and pack. All right, well, it is 12:30. I was just about ready to head upstairs and start working when I realized I forgot to do my short. So this was in the sale last night. I am going to use it for one of my shorts today. I like to do 2 shorts on Sunday. So this will be short number 1 I'll do now, and then a little later in the evening, or my time early evening, I will do another one, but this will be the first one. So you will see that short up. And yeah. So then I will go upstairs and get to packing and invoicing. All right, well, hello there. I thought I would wait as I'm getting things packed and invoiced, but I thought I would wait until I had something kind of interesting and maybe a little bit of a challenge before I went back on camera and showed how I'm going to wrap something. So I'm going to tilt this down. Let's see. We tilt this down here. There we go. And then you can see the surface and what I'm working on. So I have a trinket box here, and you can see this hummingbird shape is really unique. But I'm going to go ahead and show, so I've got a little, I can't get that out of the way. Nope, making it worse now. Here, we'll just get that out of the way. Put it right there. All right, so but I thought I would show how I go about wrapping something like this. Now the bottom piece, I'm just going to, again, I use packaging as filler, but I am going to fill this in. I don't quite need all of that, so I'll cut part of that off. But anything that has an opening like that, I just like to fill it just so it has some additional support. So I'm going to grab some paper here. All right. Now I do like to wrap in paper before I wrap in bubble. You get some bubble. All right. And the reason I do is, especially if anything has paint on it, I don't want the heat from the plastic or the packaging to mix with anything and take off paint surfaces or anything like that. So I like to just always keep a layer of either paper or tissue paper or something in between the item and the bubble wrap. And that's just my personal preference. So then I'm going to, again, wrap it one layer in the small bubble wrap. I've got the medium bubble, and then that goes on top. I do flip it. So this side had the crisscross, and I'm going to flip it, and then this side will have the crisscross on it. And then that way each side has an extra layer of bubble. And then I'm going to tape that down. And then, yes, I do tape down. I don't just leave it like that. Just for me, I like to tape down my sides. Gives just another bit, in my mind, of coverage. So then it is all covered in there, very protected, just like that, all on its own, very protected. Okay. So I'm going to grab my paper for this one. And what I'm going to do with this is I keep, let's get a nice big supply here. I keep like quilting batting, things that you would use for stuffing inside a quilt, inside a pillow. It's the cotton batting. I like to use this whenever I'm wrapping something like this item, especially when you have really, really delicate little pieces in there that can very easily break off. Yeah, so I don't like just putting paper around it, although paper is a good protectant, but this piece has so many exposed edges to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the batting and I'm going to put that around it, and that is going to form a protective layer between the paper and the item. So then I'm going to wrap it up. There. There. And then that is nice and protected inside the paper. So I don't have to worry about anything bumping into it. That batting is going to protect all of those delicate little edges. Then, let me see, I might need two. Okay. So then this time I'm going to grab 2 pieces and just do it a little extra on here, just because it is delicate. I'm going to have just another extra layer of protection on there. And then this side, I'm going to tuck it in and fold it up a bit so it's got another little extra layer of protection. There. And there. And then I'm going to grab 2 of the big, and again, since I wrapped that side, I'm going to flip it over, and since this side and this side were on the ends, I'm going to turn it this way, so it's kind of the opposite. Again, just to add extra protection in there. And then I'm going to fold it down. So this end got the folded down extra protection from the smaller, so this end is getting the extra folded down protection from the bigger. So each end has a double layer of protection. And then the same here. All right, so just like that. And with this, the batting, the paper, the extra layers of bubble, yeah, I'm real confident putting this inside a box and shipping that out. I do feel right here, right there actually, there's a little bit more exposed than usual. So I am going to, here, I've got a little half sheet here, but I can feel just a little bit there. So I am going to fold that, and then I'm going to put that right there, and then I'm going to feel it again. Maybe you if I do this? Okay, that'll be good. Again, I just want to make sure that every exposed area on here has protection. There, just like that. There we go. Now as I feel around, yep, that is nice and protected. So again, that's going to go in a box. I don't have to worry about it. It is taken care of inside all of here. Of course, I am going to protect it around, but I'm real confident with this, just as it is, making sure it gets there. So if I find something else really interesting, I will be back and show you how I do that. But yeah, so stay tuned. There might be more Pack With Me. I might have to save for another day, depending on what I end up packing today. But yeah, stay tuned. All right, well, hello. It is a little after 5 o'clock, and it is just about time, I figure, to work on my second short for Sunday. So I have got this beautiful stone horse. It's getting ready on the turntable. Sometimes the turntable squeaks, so I like to give it a little chance to warm up. So there it is. The horse is spinning around. So I will be shooting my short, and you will be seeing a close-up of this beautiful horse. All right, so I am going to wrap up the vlog for today, just give a summary of what's going on. So the linens are still in the washer. I'm going to keep them there overnight, and then in the morning, I'll get them washed and kind of get an assessment. I do have some larger pieces also that I will probably put on to soak tomorrow, because they kind of need a once through. But yeah, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that yeah, some of those just sitting in a drawer kind of discolorments go away. Let's see, I've pulled the items. Let me get it. There we go. So tomorrow, if you join me for my 11:30 Monday sale, you will have some linens and other linen items. I'm going to walk down the hall here. It's going to get a little dark and a little light, but I do have some packages that are right by the front door here. Here, I'm really quick. So, yep, 3 awesome people so far have paid. Their packages are ready to go. So those are right there by the door. Yep, that is a beautiful doll. There's Faye sitting right there. Hi, Faye. I don't know what I'm doing with her yet. So if you have questions about her, I'm not sure. But yeah, there we go. So they are ready to go out the door, but that is pretty much it. I am going to spend the little bit of time that I'm still going to be awake finishing up on wrapping up some stuff, invoicing, getting packages, as if anyone else pays, ready to go out the door. Otherwise, I'll pick it up again in the morning and I'll take you along with me. So thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.